Yes, sir.
All right. So now the assignment I gave to you was to what? To clean the data set, the dirty data set, which is the 8 invoice with mesh categories, right? So now on the dirty, it is looking this way. So now these are the dirty is looking, right? And in my leisure time, I make sure I separated. Okay, now this is the clean, right? So now I separated the two columns, which is amount and what category. So now these are the two tables we are going to be working with now. So I'm going to do what? Transform my data. I'm going to transform my data. Now I have my amount and I have what? My category. I have amount, I have my category. So now what is the very first thing you want to do? You want to treat it, right? What do we do now? The very first thing you're going to do now is you can see the order ID and the amount, right? Those are our header, but they are inside the row. So now what do? You're going to use what? First row as what? Headers. I am going to use the first row as header. I'll click on it. So now you can see that my order ID and the amount now is my header name. These are my column header now. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to split column. The next thing I want to do now is I want to split column, right? So now what do? I'll come down to what? Split column, and I'm splitting by what? Delimiter. I am splitting by what? Delimiter. So now the delimiter here is not a space, right? So we don't have the delimiter here, so we are going to come down to a custom. You can see now from space, I am coming down to a custom, and I will input the delimiter. I will input the delimiter myself. So now, right now this is delimiter. So now the next thing I will click on what is what? Okay. Now you can see now it has splitted everything into different columns. It has splitted what? Everything into different columns. So now, before I move on, can someone tell me the meaning of on pivots? If we also remember, can someone in the class tell me the meaning of what? On pivots, when you on pivot and when you pivot. Can someone in the class tell me the basic difference from on pivot and pivot? Let me not call names. Can someone in the class tell me the basic difference from on pivot and pivot? When you pivot and when you on pivot, meaning when you pivot a column and when you unpivot a column, what does it mean? Anyone in the class? Anyone in the class? Unpivot is what? Column to row. Good. What about pivot? Obviously, row to column. If unpivot is column to row, then pivot will be what? Row to column. So now, what do we have to do here now? I have to what? Unpivot these columns. Meaning I need to transform the amount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to unpivot them, meaning I need to transform them from a column down to a row. Right? I need to what? Transform them from what? A column down to what? A row. So now the basic ways I can do that is I can actually select audio column at once. Right? And I'll click on what? I'll right click and I'll click on what? On pivot columns. Right? So now this is the first way I can unpivot it. Right? So now another way I can do it is I can only click on this order ID. I can only click on this order ID, right click on it and what? Unpivot order columns, meaning the columns are not selected. I will what? Unpivot them. So now if I click on pivot order column, which is the fastest for me, I will have the same thing also. I will have what? The same thing. So now what do I need to do now? The attributes column, I don't need it anymore. I don't need the attributes column, right? I don't need what? The attributes column. So now what is the next thing I am going to do? I'll repeat the same step I just did now for the category table. The same step I just did, I'll repeat the same step what now for the category table. So now our first step now, what is our first step? Let me see if we are in the class. What was the very first step I took? What was the very first step I took?
Use first row as header.
Use first row as header. That's good. So now what was the second thing I did?
I like the category.
Sorry?
I like the category. I like the category.
Okay. What next?
Then go to split column.
Delimiter.
Good. So
Split columns.
now you can see now on this one, it is giving us what? The custom, and it's giving us the delimiter by itself automatically. Can you see that the delimiter is there automatically? I am not imputing the delimiter myself. I have the delimiter there already. Can you all see it now?
Yes.
Right. So now what do I need to do? I will just click on what? Okay. Now I have clicked on okay. Now what's the next thing I need to do now?
Okay, the same procedure now. Row to column to row.
Column to row, meaning I will have to unpivot.
Yeah.
Right? I will pivot.
On pivot.
All the columns, yes.
Right. So now I will delete what? The attribute column. I will delete the attribute column. Now I need what? The value. Now let me rename this to what? Amount. I'll rename the value to what? Amount.
That's the amount, yes.
Right? And I'll change the data type to what? Fixed decimal, because it is a currency column. And on the category, I'll change the values to what? Category. Oh, I made a mistake. Category. Wow. Category. Now, can you all see it now? Now, what is the next step I need to take? Let me see. For those that attempted the assignment, I did not check those that submitted, but I want to see for those who submitted the assignment, what was the next step you took?
Merge.
Sorry?
Merge.
Merge.
Either you do, yeah.
Append.
Merge the table. Okay, append.
So now the correct answer is you have to merge the tables.
Merge.
You have to what? Merge the tables, because you are joining them together. You are not appending them together. You are joining them together. You are not appending. Right? You are what? Appending them. I mean, you are merging them together and not appending them. When you append something, you are stacking them on top of each other. Are you getting it?
Sure.
Now, when you merge, meaning you are joining them horizontally. When you append, you are joining them vertically. Oh, Bernard and Nana. Probably I've bust my head. I've not even spoken. You've given me the answer already. You've given me the answer already, Bernard and Nana. That's good. So now, what's the next thing I need to do? I need to merge the amount and the category. Now, how many types of cardinality do we have? How many types of cardinality do we have?
One to many.
One to many.
Many to one.
One to one.
Many to one and many to many.
Many to many. Many to one is still the same thing as one to many. So now what's the last one?
So there are two.
There are three. I mentioned three. Or should I say I mentioned four? We have many to many, one to many, and what's the last one? What's the last one?
One to one.
One to one, right?
One to one. That's correct. So now I mentioned the cardinality that we have, which is many to many, one to many, and one to one. There is a cardinality I said we don't use at all, which is what?
One to many?
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That is totally wrong. Now, there is a cardinality I mentioned that we don't use at all. Many to many. Good. Nana, that's good. Correct. Many to many. We don't use many to merge or to create any cardinality. It's going to give you error. So meaning if I merge the queries now, right, and I select the amount, and I click on other ID and other ID. Now you can see it's saying what? The selection matches 13 of 13 rows. It is going to tell you that it is matching 13 of 13 rows, but it is giving us as what? You can remember this is a foreign key, this is a foreign key. There are two duplicate columns. If I click on OK, now you can see it's still giving me like this. Now if I try to split it now, if I try to open the new table and I click on OK, it's going to give me like this. It is giving me like this because of what? The duplicated order ID, which is what? The foreign key and the foreign key, meaning the alternative key and alternative key. That is why I am having them in bulk, meaning some 47 rows instead of 13 rows. Now, what do I do? I will just take it back, which is the last action I did. Now, what do I do? On the amount, I'll come to what? Add column, right? If I add column now, what's the next thing I'll do? What? I will add index column. So I can just start from 1. Meaning it should start counting from 1. Same thing, I will add another index column also to what? To the category table. Now I can now sit now. The index is a primary key column, and this index here is also a primary key column. What do I need to do now? On the category, I'll just what? And I will merge queries as new. So I am going to what? Merge the queries as new. So now which is amount, and I'll select the index and the index, right? So now the selection matches 13 of 13 rows from the what? First table. What do I do? I'll click on what? OK. I'll click on what? OK. Now that I've clicked on OK, the very first thing I need to do is delete the index from the new table. I don't need the index anymore. I'll delete it. Right? So now the next thing is I want to open the amount table. Now what do I need inside of the amount table? I don't need the index. I don't need the order ID. I only need the what? The amount. And what do? I'll just click on what? OK. And from here, I'll just rename this to this. And I have my clean data. And I have my what? Clean data. And it's as simple as that. Any questions? Any question? Any question? Is there any question concerning the correction we just did? Is there any question concerning the correction we just did? Huh?
Yes, sir. There is question.
Okay, what's your question?
Please repeat the last 2 steps.
Is it before I merged or after I merged?
Before you merge.
Okay. Okay, let me just delete this table, this merge table. To come back here and this one. Now, I said earlier, we can only merge with primary key and, oh God, with primary key and what? Primary key. And we can also merge with what? Primary key and what? Alternative key. So now what do I need to do? I need to merge this category and the amount together. And what am I going to use to merge them? The index, which is what? The primary key. What do? I will merge queries. Sorry. I will merge queries as what? As new. Right? And next I want to do is come to amount, right? And select what? Index and what? Index. Meaning those are the two primary key, the two primary columns that I'm going to use what? To join those two tables together. And what do? I'll click on what? OK. Now I can now sit here. I have it as what? Merged 1. Now what do I need to do? I don't need the index column anymore because I have merged them already. So I don't need the index. I'll just delete it. Then on the amount, I'll reopen the amount, close this and close this, right? And I'll click on what? I only need the amount column and I'll click on what? OK. I'll just come here and rename this to what? Amount properly. And it's as simple as that. I have my clean data.
Okay, can I now ask a question?
Sure.
How did you know that the two tables, their order ID, or the two are secondary key?
It is obvious. If you look at now, look at the amount table now. You can see now CA-2011-167119. Look at it down here again. You can see number 1 to number 5. Look at the order ID from number 1 to number 5. You can see they are the same thing.
So,
you can see they are the same thing. They are duplicated. Can you see it now? Same number, but they are duplicated in 5 places. Can you see it?
Yes.
Now look at category. The same thing again.
The same. Okay.
Can you see it now?
Okay.
That's
Now,
how you get.
please.
That's how you know it. That's the alternative key.
Okay, no, I'm coming. So, are there other specific attributes that will enable one to know, just at a glance, this is a primary or secondary key?
It's very
Is there
simple.
any attribute?
The attribute there is just what? The duplication in the column. If you notice any duplicate values in the column, that is an alternative key. It's as simple as that. If you notice the column it is uniquely identified in a column, meaning the column are uniquely identified by each row, right? That is the primary key. It's as simple as that.
So, if we are to go by that, when we created the primary key in both amount and category, uh, if you take, if you open the two tables, you see number one, still number one at it. Number one and number one at it.
I don't know. I can't hear you properly.
How? Okay, no problem.
Sorry?
No problem. I said no problem. No.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So, you made mention of you can only merge primary key and alternative key,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But in the sense of having multiple alternative key, can we merge?
Multiple alternative key. No, you can't merge. It's
That
going to
is,
give
if
you
you're
error.
having, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But merging alternative key and primary key, but I think the identifier of primary key is unique, but in the other one it will have multiple,
Exactly.
but it will merge.
Yeah, it will merge. If it is same primary key and alternative key, it will merge.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
you're welcome. All right. So today's class will be coming to an end. Like I said earlier, today's class will just be for correction. So we'll be moving into visualization tomorrow by God's grace. Okay. How do you save to Excel and different in saving in Power BI and retrieving back? I keep getting retrieved work every time I open Power BI. Okay, now if you keep getting retrieved work, that's Power BI for you, right? If you close any DMT, if you close any data set, or if you close any DM file on Power BI and you get to open it again, it's going to show that it is seeing a recovered file. Meaning probably it's going to check if you did not save the number, probably you did not save the file properly, or you made a mistake by closing your laptop, the file did not save. It's going to recover it for you. Meaning if you still need the file, you can recover it. Then if you don't need it, you can just tell it to delete it. So, in the absence of no question, today's class will be coming to an end.